Get your priorities straight. After my husband I first bought a house. We got 2 adorable kittens whom we doted on like children. When they were about a year old, we got the devastating news that one had a terminal illness. We were distraught. I have only witnessed my husband cry twice in the decades we've been together. And this one of those times. As for me, I cried so much that my eyes wouldn't even open properly. Because we were both such wrecks and had to meet with a number of vets to talk over options. And because my eyes were still nearly swollen shut, we both took leave the next day. My work was understanding and compassionate about it. My husband's job, not so much. The boss angrily told my husband, "You need to get your priorities straight." My husband went from grieving to livid. So after we came back from meeting with the vets, my husband called up someone he knew and talked himself into a better paying job with lots of flexibility. The day after that, he showed up at work, told his boss that he'd gotten his priorities straight, and handed in his 2-week notice. He had his priorities straight. All right. His priorities were ensuring he's surrounded by people with basic human decency and compassion, including the ones he works for. I'm so sorry about your kitten. I'm afraid to ask about your poor cat, but I need to know. I had a boss say that to me many years ago. It's just a cat, and it still makes me livid. It took me longer to leave that job. But before I did, I perfected the art of circulating, on paper, in those days, totally bogus memos from human resources that caused all sorts of trouble. Anybody who could be that callous deserves to have their poison thrown back at them. There's nothing wrong with crying over beloved pets and your children. My pets and kids are my priorities. I got that straight years ago. Glad you all did it the way you did. Dang, I wouldn't have given them the courtesy of 2 weeks' notice. People who don't have fur babies don't understand the levels of grief one can experience with them. Some people just don't get that pets are family. I don't get it why people don't think cats are important. I bet if it was a dog he'd have a different attitude. My first cat had a heart issue, FHCM, and I sunk thousands into her care. Acquaintance said he could have fixed with a 20-cent round of 9mm. I think his wife overheard him say he probably caught hell the second I left. Which was immediately. He sent an apology card, but I still didn't speak to him for a year. He was a cop and they tend to have darker humor. Although not like my friends that are combat vets. I am fluent in dark humor, but you just don't say that, period. I'm so sorry to hear about your kitty. Cats hold a special place in our hearts. And yes, our pets are also family. Your husband sounds like my kinda guy. Thumbs up. God bless and keep you both. Plus your children. Both baby and grinning cat. He was really nice to them to give them any notice at all instead of just never showing up again. What your husband did sounds so sexy. Not everyone would do that because of kittens. The people I know would probably make the wife do the job while the husband stay at work. It's completely understandable. Cry is normal and principally in those situations. How is the kitten? Good for him, smiley face. This is the way. I woulda slapped my boss right then and there. Quitting isn't MC, it's just quitting. This story gives me the courage to walk out on my job if they cross the line. Clapping hands, light skin tone.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.